Welcome to Exhaustion Levels. Now, I hope you ain't too kind on vampires, because if so, this is not the episode for you. Well, I got some work to be done, so sit back and enjoy the show. Alright now. Howdy everyone, my name is Sean Sasser, and welcome to another episode of Exhaustion Levels Dance Dance Insurrection. We have an exciting one for you guys today, don't we, boys and girls?
And
yeah. Before we get into it, let's introduce all our amazing players. We have Michael.
Rock and roll.
Tony.
Wah!
Amanda.
I'm not ready.
And Mark.
I get to shoot people.
So before we jump into the action, how about a little recap?
Oh no.
Last we left the Boogie Knights, you left the Cavern of Anguish, the lair of the vampires, and their leader, Billy, aka Sang Rao, in search of vampire hunters. After driving to the vampire hunters' last known location, you found them fighting a magma lizard, which apparently do exist. After getting closer to the action, Ricardo realized that he knew the leader of these hunters, a man named Captain Bricks, who he fought with during the War of Expression. After calming emotions, you went back to the hunters' camp, where you learned that they were not only sent here to kill vampires, but all aberrations in the Glasslands after being hired by the Onyx Group, a large private equity firm. Despite losing almost half their numbers to vampires, Captain Bricks agreed to meet with Sang Rao and the vampires to forge a ceasefire, though once you arrived back at the Cavern of Anguish, you quickly learned that the hunters had other plans for this interaction. And so, we begin. The chandeliers hanging from the cavern ceiling glow with the neon fire of the Glasslands, though they cannot hold a candle compared to the light accompanied with the explosions above. A wall of what could only be defined as divine luminosity breached the entrance to Sang Rao's lair, bathing half the room in radiant sunlight. Sang Rao hisses as he backs away. What is the meaning of this? Why have you brought this here? Captain Bricks grins as he reaches for his greatsword. Well, I think you can figure out by now that we mean to kill you and all the demons spawning around you. Now, if I made these bombs up right, I would suspect that most everyone in that car lot is burned to a vampire crisp. In terms of what's going on down here, Mr. Montoya, would you like to do the honors?
Hell no, I would not. This was not part of the agreement. We came down here for peace talks, and you ambushed these people, these poor, defenseless nerds. The fuck is wrong with you?
Well, that's a damn shame. Montoya, I thought you would have had more sense than you.
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
Suit yourself. It was nice knowing you. You see an older vampire woman float into the room. Billy, what the hell is going on here? What was that loud noise? Captain Bricks looks over at Fran and begins to laugh. Billy, you turned your mom into an abomination? Miss Lopez, please send Mrs. Billy back to whatever hell these creatures came from. All right, let's start with initiative, guys. What did you get on your rolls?
Chad is currently working with a 21 to his initiative.
Ricardo is at a 20.
Stevie rolled a 12.
Edward rolled a 16.
First up in the initiative order is Chad.
All right, from Chad's current location, I'm locking eyes on Lopez, and I am emanating a psychic blade and hooking it straight at Lopez. Does a 17 hit Lopez?
17 does hit Lopez.
Sick. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and this is going to be a regular just d6 plus 3 worth of damage. So that is 8 points of damage to Lopez. I'm going to use my bonus action to emanate a second Psychic Blade. This one I will throw. Because of the Vex property, I will get advantage on this attack roll, which will trigger my sneak attack.
All right.
All right, hit a natural 17 on that one, so I won't do the rest of the math.
That hits.
All right, now, because this is my bonus action blade, it does go to a d4, but I do get my 2d6 sneak on it.
Cool.
So that is going to be a 6 and then another 8. So that 14 psychic damage on the second follow-up attack. At that point, I'm going to choose to relocate myself. There is a large, rock structure past Fran. I would like to move that away, sirs.
Okay, next up in the order is going to be Bricks. He's going to run over to Sang Rao and begin taking some swings on him. He's going to use his long sword and make 3 attacks. 2 of those swords attacks land into his shoulder. He's gonna roll for damage. Okay, that is going to be 21 points of damage. Sang Rao hisses as he backs up, grasping the shoulder that was just cut into. You bastard. Captain Bricks laughs and says, I thought you devils were supposed to be more powerful. I thought you could take a little hit. Alright, that's going to be Billy's turn. He's going to return the favor. He is going to take 2 claw attacks. He's going to. One is a nat 20, and the other one is also going to hit.
Get him, Billy. Show him you're not just a nerd.
Hell yeah, Billy. Bricks is going to make 2 saves to see if he is grappled. He succeeds 1, but fails 1. And so Bricks is successfully grappled as Sang Rao digs his long claws into the shoulder armor of Captain Bricks. Because he is grappled, he is now going to take a bite attack on Bricks. That is a hit, and that will be 13 points of necrotic damage as Sang Rao heals himself for 13 hit points. Okay, Ricardo, you are up next.
All right, Ricardo's going to go into a very healthy rage
Hell yeah.
after seeing the betrayal of Spiny. So I'm going to go ahead and get all mad and run up on Lopez.
Cool.
And, great axe swing. That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That will be 14 points of damage.
Dang, okay, Lopez is looking a little fucked up.
Good. And that's it.
Cool. That is going to be Lopez's turn. She's going to use her bonus action to heal herself for 6 points. And then she is going to take 2 mace attacks on Fran.
No.
That is going to be 1 hit, so she'll roll for damage. So that's going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage plus 7 points of radiant damage.
Oof.
Okay, up in the order is going to be Ed.
Okay. Edward is going to position himself where he can actually hit Bricks.
Okay.
I am going to try to hit him with a Ray of Sickness. Does a 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
Noted.
Awesome.
All right, next up in the order is going to be Fran. You see her fly over to Miss Lopez and say, You are being very rude by entering our lair like this, and I'm going to fucking kill you.
Get her, Fran.
Fran is going to make 2 claw attacks, which one of them hits. Lopez is going to make a strength save, which she succeeds, so Fran will not be able to take her bite attack, but she still does take some damage. She is going to take 7 points of slashing damage. Okay, Stevie, you're up.
Stevie would like to move to where she would be kind of positioned in between Bricks and Lopez, but still in the back. And I'm just going to do it. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame, and I'm going to go for Lopez.
Okay.
So that is a dex save for Lopez.
That is going to be a 9.
Huzzah! So she's going to take 7 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And I'd like to just check to make sure Fran's doing okay.
Fran took some damage, but she looks overall fine.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Lopez looks over and you and goes, You fucking ginger bitch.
Come at me.
All right, top of the order, we're going to go back to Chad.
All right, Chad's going to continue circling around. I'm going to go like where the table and chairs are. If I could just head on over that direction, put me between the 2 chairs, that'd be great. That way I got clear shot on Lopez without having Fran or Ricardo in my line of fire.
Okay.
Using that property of Vex. Also, since I do have an ally now that's within 5 meters of Lopez, I'll take advantage on this attack. Psychic Knife, just chucking him now into Lopez's back.
Get her.
That is my first critical of the night, y'all.
Woo! Double that
All right.
dice! Double that dice!
Time to roll a bunch of dice.
All the dice.
Make it rain.
I want to hear that clack clack.
10 is 20, plus 8 is 18, plus 3. So 21 psychic damage to the back of Lopez.
Oof. All right. Lopez buckles in pain and grabs the back of her head.
Bonus action, other hand, throw another second knife.
Okay.
Not just one. All right, well, no critical this time, but a natural 18.
Okay.
That hits.
All right, that is going to be 9 and 6, so another 15 points of psychic trauma to Miss Lopez's
Get
back.
it, bitch.
Oof.
Regret your actions.
Okay. She is not looking good.
And like your skank face.
Chad passes his turn.
Cool. Okay, this is going to be Brick's turn. Bricks is going to try to break out of his grapple. Okay, yeah, that is going to beat Sang Rao's escape DC. So the win goes to Bricks as he pulls away from Sang Rao.
No.
Captain Bricks looks at Sang Rao and says, "You do got a little more spunk than I expected. I gotta tell you what, I'm still gonna kill you though." Captain Bricks is gonna take more swings on Sang Rao. That's gonna be 3 hits with the Great Sword. All right, that is going to be 32 points of damage to Mr. Billy Sang Rao. All right. Sang Rao gets hit and backs up, hissing once more. Once again, nothing but nerds, apparently. He's going to look at Lopez and say, "Hey, Lopez, why don't you get in a better position?" And she is going to move, without taking the opportunity attack, over here. All right, next up, it is going to be Billy. He's going to run over. He's going to walk over to Lopez and take 2 claw attacks on her. Okay, one of those is going to hit, and Lopez is not going to be grappled, but she is going to take 6 points of slashing damage and 4 points of necrotic damage. All right, Ricardo, that's going to be you.
All right. I don't like how Bricks is all up on Fran, so I'm going to go ahead and hit him in the face if I can.
By all means.
That is a 21.
That's going to hit.
And then that's going to be 18 points of damage to his face.
Oof. As your axe glides against his cheek, slicing part of it open, he looks at you and says, "You goddamn traitor."
Yep. Anyway, get fucked.
Nice. All right, cool. It's going to be Lopez's turn. She's going to start the round by once again healing herself, this time for 9 points of healing. She is then going to take 2 attacks on Sang Rao using her Radiant Flame. That is going to be 2 hits. All right. Both hit for 16 points of radiant damage on Sang Rao. While the damage isn't sunlight, it still does leave a burn mark. Cool. All right, Ed, you're up next.
All right. So Ed, being a little frustrated that the fact that his contraption on his arm did not work the last time, he's going to take a look around and try to find an object weighing less than 5 pounds. I'm assuming there's probably like a cup or something around here.
Yeah, you see a couple on the table.
He's going to adjust a couple things on his arm and point at the cup, and the cup is going to vibrate and then shoot off in the direction of Bricks.
Okay.
I'm going to be casting the catapult spell.
Sure, go for it.
Bricks needs to do a DC or a Dexterity 13 saving throw.
He fails.
Okay, awesome. He takes 14 bludgeoning damage.
Oof. All right.
I bash him in the back of the head with a cup.
What the fuck was that? After Chad, it's going to be Fran's turn. She is going to take 2 claw attacks on Captain Bricks. That is going to be 1 successful slash. Captain Bricks is going to try to beat her grapple DC, which he does, but that is still going to be 7 points of slashing damage. Cool. Stevie, you're up next.
Okay. I'd like to cast Guiding Bolt at first level and target that at Lopez.
Okay.
16.
That hits.
Fabulous. That is 19 points of damage to Lopez.
Oh, shit. She is hurt.
And then I would like to, as my bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And I would like it to be right next to Bricks.
Sure. All right.
So a spectral, instead of like a mace where you have the ball with all the spikies, I would like it to be my holy symbol,
Sure.
where all the points of the stars are very pointy. Is it within 5 feet of him? Can I conjure it within 5 feet of him?
You sure can.
And if it is within 5 feet of him, I can immediately make an attack with it.
Okay, go for it.
Yay! Natural 20!
All right.
It's
Cool.
rated
Roll that
20s,
double
y'all.
damage.
17 points of force.
Okay.
Get forced.
Get forced.
Nice. Brix looks over his shoulder and sees this holy symbol bash into the back of his head. Lopez looks back at you and says, "Have you already abandoned the gods to use them in such an unclean way?"
Your god isn't here today.
Damn, girl. Okay. All right. We're going to be back at the top of the order with Chad.
You know, I'm actually having a pretty good time over here at the table with the chairs, so I'm just going to keep throwing the psychic daggers into Lopez from where she can't see me.
Okay.
That is a nat 20. That is now, I have gone to.
Holy shit, guys.
The dice gods are on our side tonight!
God damn right they are.
Well, you know, when you're just chatting, you chatting. So it's going to be 10 for the regular dice, and then we've got another 10, so we're at 20, 25 psychic damage emanating into Lopez.
Chad, what does it look like when you kill Lopez?
So what it looks like is Chad's back there. He's been hanging out at the table and the chairs, kind of like trying to play it cool, looking low. Lopez is obviously very distracted by Sangrao. So his hand comes up with a flick of the wrist. The emanating blue and purple glowy blade enters, and he suddenly just deftly flicks his wrist. It flies across the room in an instant, like an ethereal shot from a gun. The blade goes into the base of Lopez's head and then melts slowly into her brain. A faint wisp of smoke emanate from her ears, her eyes, her mouth, and her nose as she collapses and crumbles to the ground.
You see the body of Lopez lying still on the ground. Faint wisps of smoke still rising from her head. Brix looks at Lopez lying dead on the ground and begins backing up towards the stairs. "Well, you just had to go and kill our healer, didn't you? No matter. It's about time I take in our handiwork upstairs. Feel free to join. I'm sure there's some room up there for more bodies, but first..." You see Captain Brix pull a small metal ball out of one of the many pockets that he has and toss it towards you. "I forgot to thank you for their hospitality. I'm going to need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw."
God damn it.
16.
19.
19.
7?
Chad, you're going to take 8 points of fire damage.
Grenades. Really, Bricks?
The metal ball bursts into blinding fire. As your vision returns to you, you see that Captain Brix has left. What would you like to do?
Go ahead.
Looting the body.
Cool. You find one
it's-
healing potion on her.
Booby trapped.
Perfect.
All right. Fran, you okay?
Oh, God, what was all that? I'm going to stay down here with the girls and make sure they're okay.
Okay.
I run up, I give Fran a hug. Like, you did good today, Fran.
Oh, my God, thank you.
Sangrao, Apologies, that was not supposed to go down that way, but we're going to continue on and we're going to make this right.
All right, guys. I'm with you. Holy shit, what the fuck? Okay. Well,
yeah, he was supposed to come down here and make friends with you guys, and you guys were going to, like, hunt monsters together, and that's supposed to be really cool.
yeah, I believe that. That would have been really cool. But, all right. Nope, I believe you guys. Let's go up and fuck some shit up.
All right. Sangrao, I do have one request. If you have the opportunity, rip his spine out. It's a joke between us. He'll get it.
Okay, I'll do what I can. You ascend the stairs into what remains of the main level of the vampire lair. The mountain walls hold strong, though portions of the ceiling have collapsed, leaving rocky debris throughout. As you reach the vehicle lot, you take a step back instinctively, the carnage overwhelming your senses. Dozens of vampires lay dead on the ground, charred beyond recognition. The cars and motorbikes are in different levels of disrepair, from completely demolished to damaged and actively burning. The driveway in which you entered the Cavern of Anguish has collapsed, blocking any exit from this area. 2 bursts of gunfire hit the ground around you. Please roll for initiative once again.
That's an 8.
Chad, still recovering from the grenade, rolls a 10 on initiative.
Stevie also rolled an 8.
Edward rolled a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Start blasting, Ed.
All right, at the top of the order, it's going to be Bricks.
Fuck you.
From deep within the carnage, you hear a familiar voice. Well, isn't it nice for you to play again? Hope you didn't get attached to your car. You see the front of Caballero on fire as 2 other cars are strewn on top of it.
Caviar, no!
Oh, shit.
Okay, Bricks is going to take 2 attacks on Chad. That is a 19 and a 23.
Oy.
Oh, yeah, no, that hits me. Yeah,
Ooh.
duh.
Okay.
Why me, man? Shoot.
Okay, that is going to be 15 points of piercing damage. And Chad, your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the beginning of Brix's next turn. Brix is then going to use his bonus action to hide, which he successfully does. Okay, Ed, it is going to be your turn.
Okay. Ed is going to attempt to cast Fairy Fire.
Go for it.
Right.
Behind the truck.
Yeah,
there?
like the 20-foot cube of that area.
Okay.
Yeah, objects in a 20-foot cube within range are outlined in a bluish green. It's dexterity saving throw of 13.
Okay. That is going to be a failure. You see one of the men who you recognize as Macintosh meeting him back in the camp pop up over behind a car in front of Ed.
Good one, Ed.
Score 1 for Ed with a fairy fire.
Oh, hello, little fucker. Everybody has advantage on hitting him.
Go fuck him up.
Okay, that is going to be Sang Rao's turn next. He is going to move up to Macintosh now that they are newly exposed. Sang Rao is going to cast Command on Macintosh. And Macintosh is going to fail the Wisdom saving throw. You see Sang Rao point to the ground as Macintosh's eyes are affixed to his and say, "Grovel." On Macintosh's next turn, he is going to have to grovel. Okay, it is going to be one of the other soldiers' turns in this area. They are going to take 2 shots on Ed. Okay, that is going to be 2 23s to hit.
They both hit.
That is going to be 18 points of piercing damage to Ed.
For both shots?
Yeah, combined.
Okay, combined. That sucked.
All right, now it is going to be Macintosh's turn. He is going to spend his turn dropping his weapon, going to his knees, and groveling in front of Sang Rao. Chad, you are up next.
All right. Chad is going to make a move. Let's see. I'd like to get in a position. Can I make it to the black car in the center?
You can make it about halfway.
Okay. I'm going to tuck in on the red car on the left then. Get right up in there and use that for concealment against, cover from all the fellows with the bullets that I can't see.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
All right. My perception roll is 16.
Behind a car not too far in front of you.
Using my psychically linked whispering mind, I'm going to inform both Ricardo and Stevie that there is a dude on the other side of this trunk of this car from me. Then I am going to proceed to bonus action hide myself.
Rogue.
And that is going to be only a 12, so I fail to actually go into stealth. Yeah, so action-wise, I guess I'm going to go ahead and chuck a psychic blade across from the hood of the car at that guy. That's a 9, so I will not. I will panic throw and go back to trying to hide behind the car.
All right. Cool. All right, Ricardo, that's going to be your turn.
Can I reach that guy?
You can't fully reach him, but you can get within 10 feet.
Cool, so I'm gonna kind of stand on my tiptoes behind Chad and just try and chuck an axe at him.
Go for it.
Thank God you're here, man. That dude slays me.
That is a 24 to hit?
That's going to hit.
Sick. That is 9 damage.
Okay.
Hey man, I think you were trying to do this. Shunk.
You expertly throw this hand axe as it lands between two pieces of armor on his shoulder, catching exposed flesh. Okay, Stevie, that is going to be your turn.
All right, so Stevie's going to run up behind Chad and cast, I think it's Cure Wounds at first level.
Okay.
Go ahead and add 12 points.
Thank you, Stevie.
Not bad. All right, we are at the top of the order again with Captain Bricks. He is going to take 2 shots at Sang Rao. That is going to be 2 hits. He's going to roll for damage. Oof. That is going to be 39 points of piercing damage to Sang Rao.
Ow.
You see Sang Rao pushed back several feet from the force of the impact of these bullets entering his body. From deeper in this area, you hear Captain Brix's voice say, "Well, this here rifle's taken down some big game, but I think, Mr. Sang Rao, you would be my proudest head to mount. That is, unless you guys turn to dust or something stupid." Captain Bricks once again is going to take his bonus action to attempt to hide and successfully do so. All right, Ed, that's your turn.
All right. Ed, seeing Ricardo just land an axe directly into the guy behind this car, he realizes there's someone there. So he's going to take a shot at that guy with a pistol. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does not hit.
Okay. Then I guess Ed is just going to tuck back into the corner and just kind of stay there then.
Cool. All right, next up it's going to be Sang Rao. Sang Rao is going to look at this creature groveling in front of him, and he is going to take 2 claw attacks on him. Bad rolls, but 1 still hits. That is going to be 15 points of slashing damage, and Sang Rao is going to try to grapple Macintosh, which he successfully does. With Macintosh grappled, Sang Rao is going to make a bite attack, and Sang Rao crits. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Get him, big dog.
Cool. You see Sang Rao lift Macintosh into the air, open his mouth to display gleaming fangs, and then bury them into the man's neck. That is going to be 14 points of necrotic damage, as Sang Rao is healed for 14 points. Okay, next up is Baron, the man behind the car across from Chad.
All right, he doesn't see me. He doesn't know I'm here. He isn't aware. He's pretty sure that he just has to deal with Rico and Miss Stevie. He doesn't see me. I'm silent. I am still. I'm hidden.
He looks over the hood of the car.
If I don't make eye contact, he will not see me.
Hey, I see you.
God damn it.
Chad, I think he sees you, man.
He is going to take 2 shots with his pistol at you. Alright, one's a miss, but one is a crit.
I really hope you put me down with that critical shot, because otherwise I'm coming across the hood of this car at you. I'm going to show you I do bring a knife to a gunfight, and I will win.
I bring a psychic knife to a normal gunfight.
I've
Well,
seen
he rolled
him
like
jump.
shit, so that's only 10 points of piercing damage.
I'm going to hurt you so bad.
Bleed him, Chad. Fucking
All
bleed
right.
him.
Okay, that is going to be Macintosh's turn, who is currently grappled with Sang Rao. He is going to try to end the grapple, which he does not. He's still going to take 2 sword attacks on Sang Rao, though, so both of them are going to hit for 16 points of slashing damage. All right, Chad, you are up.
I look back at Rico and I go, tell the story about how I did this. And then I jump and dive over the top of the hood, face first, hands outstretched, psychic blades in to go straight into that dude who just shot me in the face.
Fuck yes. All right, give me an acrobatics check first.
Come on, Chad.
All right, that's going to be a 23.
Yep, you become a psychic knife projectile flying at this man. Give me attack rolls.
All right, here we go. Stab, stab. I critically fail.
Okay.
Damn. That was so cool up until now.
Do you have a bonus attack?
I think that's, yeah.
Do you want to use your bonus attack?
Yeah, I got to redeem myself now.
Please do.
All right, that's a natural 18, so that's
That'll
23. All right, stab him for 7 damage. That's my max.
Okay, nice.
You're not good enough for the psychic trauma yet.
Chad, you attempt to slide over the hood of this car at this man to attack him. As you do, part of your jacket gets caught on a piece of jagged metal from the explosion, causing your body, instead of going forward straight, to twist around, your first attack flailing off, but somehow your left arm, which is holding another knife, flails in the correct direction, clipping the man's face.
Hard to shoot when you got a knife in your face, ain't it?
All right, Ricardo, you're up.
All right, I'm going to try and jump on the hood of this car and then jump down, swinging my axe at this guy that Chad just stabbed in the face.
Fuck yeah, go for it.
And as I jump, I go into a rage.
Cool.
That is a dirty 22,
That'll hit.
and that is 15 points of damage coming down on top of this guy.
My man Rico brought an axe to a gunfight. You should really reconsider your position, friend.
Goddamn right I did.
Yeah. While Chad barely got a dagger across from him, you bury your axe into this guy's shoulder. Stevie, you're up.
Chad, are you okay?
No, Miss Wims, I am very far from okay.
Fuck. So I'm going to cast another healing. I think it's healing word. Which one is it? It is healing word on Chad. Ooh, that's 10 points.
Thank you.
Back
very kindly.
to and then I'm going to, can I jump over to the other side and kind of hide behind the car that's right in front of Edward?
You can use your action to hide if you want.
I'd like to use my action to hide.
Okay, cool. All right, we're at the top of the order again with Captain Bricks. Bricks is going to take a shot at Ricardo. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That is going to be 15 points of piercing damage.
Let's go ahead
Your-
and half that.
Your movement is slowed by 10 feet. And then he's going to take 2 shots at Sang Rao. And both of those are going to miss, which brings us to Ed's turn.
All right. So, being a little frustrated that Ed has, bumbled a couple of these attack rolls, I'm going to put my pistol on the trunk of this car and try to focus on getting a hit on this guy that's in front of Rico and Chad.
Go for it.
All right, so that would be 26 to hit.
That hits.
17 plus 7. That's a 13 piercing damage.
Oof, yeah, Baron is not looking good right now. He is definitely bloodied.
All right, and I'm just going to, with the remainder of my movement, I'm going to crouch behind this car and try to give myself 3/4 cover.
Cool. Sounds good.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, that's going to be Sang Rao's turn. He's going to take 2 claw attacks on Macintosh. And those are both misses. All right, Baron from behind the car is going to make 2 short sword attacks on Ricardo. That is a 17 and a 23 to hit.
The 23 hits.
That is going to be 10 points of slashing damage, halved to 5. Okay, it's going to be Macintosh's turn, who is still not grappled, but in hand-to-hand combat with Sang Rao. He's going to make 2 attacks with his short sword. And both of those miss. Okay, that's going to be Chad's turn.
All right, now that we got everything on even terms, a.k.a. it's 2 of us versus this one dude, I'm going to slide down off of the car hood. So I'm now standing next to the gentleman that we are currently getting into the fisticuffs with. And I will proceed to now emanate Psychic Blade and stab. Natural 19.
That'll hit.
All right, and we're going to hit with 6 and 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13 points of psychic damage.
This guy is on death's door.
Bonus attack.
Send him there, sir.
Second Psychic Blade slides out. All right, well, I rolled a 1 and a 2, so we're going to go with that's a missy miss.
That's a miss.
Just lay down and die now.
All right, let's see if we can finish the job. Ricardo, you are up.
I am very upset that this man had the audacity to stab me. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
I'm just going to bring my axe down on his face. That is 12 points to the face.
Ricardo, describe to us the end of Baron.
Oh, just axe to the face. It's a very simple point and click situation. Axe goes up, axe comes down, axe split face.
Simple enough. You lift your great axe up and drop it onto this man's forehead, splitting him in 2.
And I just yell out, "Next one for you, Spiny."
Nice one, Rico.
Thanks, Chad.
Hell yeah.
Shake and bake.
Cool. Stevie, you're up next.
If I poke my head out from behind this car, can I see Billy grappling with the dude?
You sure can.
Okay. I'm going to Sacred Flame the guy that he's grappling. I'd like to try to, at least.
Sure. Yep, that is going to be a 10.
Woo!
Get him.
He takes 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay, he takes 5 points of radiant damage.
And I'm going to duck back behind and try to keep some cover.
Okay. Back at the top of the order, we have Captain Bricks. He is going to take 2 shots at Sang Rao. Only one of those is going to hit. So he's going to do 15 points of piercing damage to Sang Rao. Billy is beginning to look a little bit rough. Captain Bricks is going to try to hide again, but this time he is not successful.
Hooray.
So sad.
Where you at, motherfucker?
You see Captain Bricks standing behind one of the burning cars. As he notices you seeing him for the first time, he is going to look at Macintosh, the last other soldier standing here, and say, sorry, Macintosh. You knew this might be a one-way ticket, so, you're gonna have to hold down the fort for me while I get everything else prepared. Macintosh looks back at Bricks and gives a knowing nod. Captain Bricks looks at everyone else and says, All right, now. Adios, amigos.
Coward!
With that, you see Bricks run out of the parking lot.
If he keeps running like that, he's just going to die tired.
I mean, we are going to kill him.
All right, Ed, you are up.
Okay. Ed is going to try to move up close to Stevie and get a line of shot on the guy that's being grappled currently.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20.
Hell yeah! All right, roll that damage.
That'll be 15 damage.
This guy is barely hanging on.
And then with the rest of my movement, I'm going to tuck in behind that car.
Next up, we have Sang Rao. Sang Rao looks back at everyone and says, "This one is mine."
Get him, Billy!
Sang Rao is going to make 2 claw attacks. Both of them are going to hit. He is going to do 15 points of slashing damage and 8 points of necrotic damage. You watch as Sang Rao, just like Chad did to Lopez, push one of his claws through McIntosh's temple until it exits the other side. As Sang Rao removes his claw, you see the body of McIntosh crumple to the floor. We are, again, out of combat.
Where's the bastard? Let's go get him.
Before you even ask, on one of the bodies you do find a pistol.
Okay, I'm going to take one of those pistols.
Sure.
So are we going to go after this guy or not?
Yeah, no, 100%.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Ed,
all right.
get started. I'll be right behind
Ed
you.
is going to start making his way towards where he saw
Cool.
Pugface run off to.
Sang Rao looks at everyone and says, sorry. Yep, normal voice. We gotta go, gang. Everyone else is upstairs, and there's only one way there, and that is where he ran to. So we gotta go. No matter what happens, we have to stop him.
Oh, we're going to stop him.
You run through the remainder of vehicles and debris before coming to the entrance to the upper floors. Large portions of the ceiling and walls have collapsed, creating a passable but much more narrow corridor. Unlike before, all the combatants facing you are visible and ready. You hear Brick's voice echo across the walls, though not as far away as one might expect. "Well, aren't you a tenacious bunch? I gotta admit, you got more fight in you than I was expecting. But, unfortunately, the buck stops here for you and the abominations you apparently care so much for. I hear the little vampires up there clawing to get down here, and boy, am I excited to meet them. Now, our little game of cat and mouse before was fun, but we gotta do this quick now, so adios, amigos. Wish I could say it was nice knowing you." All right, for the last time this session, let's roll for initiative.
Once more unto the breach.
All right, I'll take that. That's an 18 for Chad.
That's a 4. Yeah, I rolled a nat 1.
Noise. You know you have
10.
heroic inspiration, right?
Also 18 for Edward.
All right, first up, it's going to be Captain Bricks. You see Bricks lean around one of the rock formations, and he is going to take 2 shots at Ricardo.
Of course he is.
That is a 19 and a 23.
Yep, both hit. God damn it.
All right. That is going to be 24 points of piercing damage, and you are going to lose 10 feet of movement on your next turn.
Heard. Ow. You pussy.
Further back in the cavern, you see a man that you recognize as Carmine pull out a rifle and take 2 shots at Sang Rao. Okay, that is going to be 1 hit and 1 crit. Okay, that is going to be 17 points of piercing damage on Sang Rao. Sang Rao is looking rough.
All right, guys, we got to help Billy out.
Cool. All right, Chad, you're up.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and whip out the fresh semi-automatic pistol I picked up off of the Mr. Spiney's dude. And let's go ahead and do a little pop-pop.
All right.
Pop, pop.
All right, it's going to be a 23 to hit that dude.
That hits.
All right. I'm going to use my Savage Attacker feat. and take one of my ones that I rolled as a damage die to re-roll that. Comes back as a 4. Keep that. 20 points of damage. Straight up.
Oof. Yeah, you take a chunk out of this man's face, one of the berserkers named Kozowski. Ouch. He looks at you and spits blood on the ground. All right, Ed, it is your turn.
Okay. Ed is going to move right behind Ricardo. I am going to use my bonus action to do Second Wind. And 1d10 plus 1. Nice. That's 11 fucking health.
Hell yeah.
Very
D10
good.
plus 1. Sweet. Alright. That's my turn.
All right, it's going to be Sang Rao's turn. He is going to take 2 claw attacks on Kozowski, who is directly in front of him. One of those is going to be a hit for 10 points of slashing damage, and he's going to see if he can grapple him. Kozowski's going to make a check, which he fails. So Kozowski is now grappled. Sang Rao is now going to take a bite attack.
Billy.
Suck him down. Suck him down. Suck him down.
No, Chad. No. I don't think that's coming across the way you mean it to.
That is going to be a hit, and it will be for 12 points of necrotic damage, which will heal Sang Rao for 12 points. Kozowski already is looking fucked up. Okay, it's going to be one of the other soldiers' turns. His name is Phillips. He is going to run up to attack Chad.
You want to dance the dance?
He is going to take 2 swings with his battle axe at you.
See, you brought an axe to a gunfight. Haha, I like how you think,
That's a
stranger.
nat 1 and a 18.
18's gonna hit, but that nat 1's gotta be real funny.
That is going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
Nope.
Okay, it's going to be Kozowski's turn. He is going to try to get out of this grapple with Sang Rao. He's going to try to beat the escape DC, which he fails. So he's going to take 2 attacks on Sang Rao, both of which are going to hit. Ouch. That is going to be 16 points of slashing damage to Sang Rao. Okay, Stevie, you are up.
I'd like to cast Sacred Flame at the guy in front of Chad. So that's a dex save.
That is a 11.
And he takes 8 points of Radiant. And then I would like to cast a Spiritual Weapon again.
Okay.
And I'd like it to be right next to Bricks. And if it's within 5 feet, I would like to have it swing.
Go for it.
22.
That'll hit.
That's 12 points of force damage.
Fuck him up.
All right, Brix is officially bloodied. Ricardo, you are up.
I'm gonna go into a rage.
Cool.
And would I be able to close the distance between me and Bricks?
You could, but you would take an opportunity attack from Kozowski.
Okay, then I'm just gonna swing at the guy right next to Chad then.
Cool, go for it.
That is a crit.
All right.
All right, let's get it going.
Woo!
The Blade of Guile.
Chop him up. Chop him up.
That is 28 damage.
Holy shit.
Hot damn!
That felt good.
This soldier Phillips went from being fine to almost dead very quickly. God damn. Okay, we are at the top of the order once again with Captain Brix. He is going to move forward and take 2 swings on Chad.
Oh, well, I do feel loved.
Be strong, Chad.
That is going to be a 17 and a 15 to hit.
Well, joke's on you. Those both hit.
All right.
God damn it.
Oh no.
That's an absurd number of dice.
That's way too many dice. What are you doing?
It's only 8.
It's only 8!
8 what? D4s?
D6.
Fuck off.
It's pocket fireball there.
He rolled a lot of 1s. Calm down.
No, I will not calm down.
8d6. Everybody die.
No, he rolled like genuine shit. That's only 27 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm gone.
What?
I only had 18 hit points at that point. Chad slumps unconscious from the assault that went all out on his face.
Captain Bricks looks at Ricardo and says, "Should have picked a better team, Montoya. Can't be running around with a bunch of weaklings like this, come on."
I'm gonna rip your spine out and feed it to you.
He's going to take a swing at you, Ricardo.
Good.
That is going to be a 28 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
That is going to be 24 points of slashing damage, halved to 12.
Fuck, that just hits me. I'm down.
Well, at least I'm not going alone.
Okay.
Shit!
He just barely got enough to take me down.
It's all right. I believe the kids. They can do this. They can pull this off.
Okay, it's going to be Carmine's turn. They're going to take a shot at Sang Rao. And that is going to be a miss. Up next, Chad. I'm going to need a death save.
All right, death save. Come on, roll that sweet, sweet die. All right, success. 17.
There you go. Cool. All right, Ed, you're up.
Okay. Do I want to spend my turn trying to get one of these guys back up, or do you want me to just like go for the fucking guy? I'm serious. Like, what do you want to do?
I mean, as far as the polls of opinion go, I mean, if you pick one of us up, we're just going to get knocked right back down again.
All right.
I would say do what you can. I mean, if you can save Sang Rao, then that might give you a better fighting chance.
Not that my opinion really matters, but I would probably bring Ricardo up since he's next in turn order. You have a health potion you can pour in his mouth as an action.
And
Now.
I can actually hit both of them at the same time
Right.
because I have cleave.
Oh, well, I stand corrected. Thanks
Okay.
for talking.
I am going to try to use my action. I just reach down there and just give him a little, "You ain't dead yet. Get up."
God damn it, Ed, you're right.
That's 11 points of healing from the health potion.
Nice.
I still have movement, correct?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I'm going to put myself in between Ricardo and what's his face?
Bricks.
Bricks.
Okay, nice work, Ed. It is going to be Sang Rao's turn now. Seeing so many downed allies, he's going to drop the grapple on Kozowski and take the opportunity attack to come over and help with Bricks. Kozowski misses the opportunity attack. Sang Rao is going to make 2 claw attacks, which is going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 30 points of slashing damage.
Oy.
Or, sorry, it's going to be 16 points of slashing damage with 14 points of necrotic damage.
Fuck yes, Sang.
Woo! Good.
Sang Rao is now going to make a bite attack. That's going to be a hit. And that's going to be a failed con save from Bricks. So that is going to be 12 points of necrotic damage to Bricks as Sang Rao is healed for 12 hit points. Nice turn, Billy. Okay. Kozowski, even though he is no longer grappled, is going to go and attack Sang Rao anyway. That is 2 misses. Okay, it is going to be the other soldier, Philip's turn. He is going to take 2 shots at Sang Rao. That is unfortunately 2 hits for 16 points of piercing damage on Sang Rao. Okay, Stevie, you are up next.
I would like to come up behind Chad, spare the dying,
Okay.
and then I would like to move my spiritual weapon below Edward, next to Sandrao, catty corner to Bricks, and whack Bricks. It's a 15?
That misses.
Damn it.
All right, Ricardo, you are up.
All right, I'm going to take a big old cleave and swing. Use my heroic inspiration to re-roll that. That is a 23 to hit him.
That hits.
Ooh.
On the bastard himself. And that is 17 damage on him.
Damn, all right.
And then I get to roll for his little buddy right there. 19 to hit.
That'll hit Kozowski.
That is 12 damage.
God damn. Okay. Well, we are going to the top of the order, and it is going to be Captain Bricks. He is still grappled, so he's going to take 3 attacks on Sang Rao. And all 3 of those are going to be hits. All right, this is going to be a lot of dice. Hold on. That is going to be 46 points of slashing damage. Sang Rao, aka Billy, is still up, but on the verge of undeath.
Wait, he's still standing?
He's still standing.
God dang, Sang Rao.
He didn't hear no bell.
Yep. Okay, seeing their boss on the edge of death, surrounded, Carmine's going to take a shot at Ricardo. That is going to be an 18 on the die.
Yeah, tie goes to the runner.
That is going to be 12 damage, yeah. All right, Ed, you are up.
Okay. Edward is going to basically look at his arm, turn a knob on his device,
Okay.
and 2 little prongs are going to shoot out of the front of it. And then I'm going to punch the shit out of him, and I'm going to use a cantrip, Shocking Grasp.
Okay, go for it.
So,
Don't fuck it up.
19, does that hit?
That hits.
Okay. That's 6 lightning damage to him.
Captain Bricks is very injured. All right, Ed, after you, it is going to be Sang Rao's turn. He is going to make 2 claw attacks on Captain Bricks. Those are both going to be hits. That is 21 points of slashing damage. Sang Rao wraps his hands around Captain Brick's neck, squeezing the life out of him. You came from my people, my home! As the light is about to leave Captain Brick's eyes, he coughs up some blood and says, Well, guess this isn't my rodeo, but Mama always said to go out with a blast, so I think I will. You hear the click of a button as the life finally fades out of Captain Bricks. A small detonator rolls out of his hand and hits the ground. From across the room, you see a light begin to blink from a box semi-hidden behind a pile of rocks.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm so stressed.
Wait, in character or in real life or in
Both.
both?
Yes.
I'm gonna start rolling my new character now.
Yep.
All right, after Sang Rao, it is going to be Philip's turn. He is going to use his movement to run away from this bomb, and then, yeah, he's going to take a dash action to move even further away, ignoring the rest of you. And after Phillips is Kozowski, who is going to do the exact same thing, move his full 30 and then use a dash action to move another 30 away from the bomb. Okay, Stevie, that is you.
I'm going to bonus action channel divinity. I'm going to take my chain with my holy symbol. I'm going to point it at Ricardo and focus my divine energy. It restores him for 1d8 plus 2. So that's 5. So Ricardo's back up for 5.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going to get Ricardo up. He is healed for 5 points.
All right, Stevie has brought Ricardo back up, and Ricardo, it is your turn.
All right, I get up. I look at Ed, and I go, all right, buddy, make yourself small.
Okay. And I'm super confused by that, so I just kind of
And I just use my action. I pick him up, and then fastball special, throw him towards the bomb, because he's the only one that can disarm it.
Okay. Damn, that is awesome. Okay, give me an athletics check.
Oh, even better.
you want to do a dex for the landing?
Athletics. I get an 18 on that.
Okay, how far can you throw an axe?
60 feet?
Okay, Ricardo, give me an attack roll to throw Edward.
That would be a 17.
On a 17, I'll say that you throw Edward the full 60 feet before bouncing off the ground. You're going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
My knee!
Yep. Exactly what it is. And one elbow.
All right, back at the top of the order, it is going to be Carmine, who is just going to follow suit with the other soldiers and take his full movement in a dash action. Okay, Chad, you're still just stable.
Just unconscious.
Cool. All right, Ed, your turn.
Take
All
a
right,
nap.
I'm gonna use my movement to get as close as I possibly can to the bomb. If not, I'm gonna use my action
Should be able to
dash.
clear that.
Yeah, you can make it to the bomb.
Okay, I am going to look at the bomb and see if there's anything I can possibly do. If there's anything exposed, if there's like wires or anything. So I guess I'm gonna roll an investigation check.
Hell yes, go for it.
All right. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Hell
That's
yeah.
good. That's
All right,
good.
you can see a section of wires going through here leading to a timer. I will tell you this, that every successful check that you do lowers the DC by 2.
Phenomenal.
So if you used your tinkering tools right now, it would currently be a DC 16 check
At the moment.
at the moment.
I'm going to give myself guidance, and then I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to attempt to figure out which of the wires is going from the unit, from the actual bomb, to the timer.
Fuck yes.
Okay, that's a 15 plus 4.
A 19.
That's a 19.
On your tinker's tool check?
Yes.
Edward, you've spent about a year and a half of time in the Unified Northern Territories military, working on pieces of machinery and different vehicles. After maneuvering deftly through this mess of wires, you see something that is oddly familiar. A thicker gauge of wire that you've used as ignition wire before. Something that can handle a larger electrical output. Using your prior knowledge, instead of clipping this wire, you are able to disengage it from the power source that you see connected here. Once the wire has been disconnected, you see the blinking light fade as the beeping stops. The bomb is successfully disarmed.
Good job, boy.
We're not going to die today.
Sang Rao falls to his knees. It's over. And for the last time this session, we are out of combat.
Awesome. I'm taking this bomb with me.
Go for it.
Yes! We have a bomb.
I just pulled out one of my hand axes and I just start hacking at Brix's back. I was like, I said I was taking your spine.
Facts.
All right, give me an attack roll.
That's 20.
Yeah, you rip out his spine.
Yep, just rip it out. Kalima!
Cool.
Kalima!
Nice work, everyone.
I'm going to sit down and start casting Prayer of Healing so I can get Chad up.
I do have a health potion in my pocket.
In your pocket.
I rifle through his pockets and just like pop it.
All right, that's 5 hit points back.
Okay.
I come to you. Oh, what a miss.
Nice work, guys. It is over.
I got his spine.
Holy shit.
Hey, did you see the bomb? Did you see me disarm the bomb?
No, buddy, I was taking a nap. I'm sorry. I
Ed,
let you down.
Ed, I saw you do it. You done good. Very proud of you.
Sang Rao walks over and leans against Ricardo. Your friend's a dick.
I wouldn't say we were friends. We were more like co-workers at one point.
Acquaintance.
Yeah, he sucked.
I can't begin to thank you enough for choosing to help my people over your own kind. That means more than I can actually put into words, but when it comes time to gather the leaders of the Glasslands, Sang Rao will be in attendance. Can we do anything for you in the meantime?
I mean, before we talk about that, like, what do you guys need for some help around here? This place looks a little bit banged up.
Can we rest first?
Yeah, that's actually probably a
Okay,
really
naps
good
and
idea.
snacks, and then we help you guys out a little bit, and then we'll
Absolutely.
go from there.
Yeah.
Also, there's like 3 guys. Like,
The 3 other soldiers are gone. I mean, they're not like gone because they can't get out of here, but
No,
so
Fran
the
will deal with
vampires
them.
will make short work of them.
that's what I want to make sure of.
Yes.
Yeah, let's walk back and see if we can find that shelter and maybe have a sip of the cold and kind of talk about our next moves.
Just for reference, how big is this bomb?
It's about 2 feet by 1 foot by 1 foot.
Oh, so I'm like carrying
It's a
it.
big ass fucking bomb.
Heard. So I'm just walking around with this bomb.
Ed, you want some help with that, or you just want to hold your baby?
I mean, I'm a little nervous about, like, putting it down, but, like, yeah, sure. Like, what do you have in mind? We don't have anything to, like, put it in right now.
I use the spinal column that I have recently acquired and use that to kind of just tie the bomb to my back.
We are vampires, and that's fucked up.
I know what I'm about.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
I told him I was going to take his spine.
Now, quick, run at that wall.
Was your vehicle damaged in the explosion?
Caballero seems to have been hurt.
I see. Well, for now, we can give you motorbikes to take on your way.
And Billy, I'm not sure how far y'all can go out, but when we first encountered your people, we were in this like really bitchin' van. And
Okay.
the guy driving it kind of got shot in the head. We're not going to say that was Ed's fault,
Rest in peace, Chuck.
but if you could maybe salvage that van
Sure.
and take what is left of Caballero's internals and throw it in there for us, that would be kind of really cool.
Yeah, we have enough mechanics here that we can probably do that.
And more importantly, there is a mixtape. Please, for the love of God, get that back.
Billy,
We'll
as
see
far
what
as
we
I'm
can do.
concerned, there is no mixtape.
All right, guys. Again, take the motorbikes for now. Give us a couple days, and we'll see what we can do about your van.
Really appreciate that, bud.
You see in the back of this area, the ceiling begin to fall as the debris blocking you from the upper area is cleared. You walk with Sang Rao into the next floor. Seeing the vampires there, relax and bow as their master enters. Sang Rao floats into the air to address his people. My brethren, we have lost much this day, but the Council of Blood still stands. We shall rebuild and be stronger for it. The humans who stand before you aided our cause and helped vanquish the hunters who have plagued us. Forevermore, they are to be treated with their due respect and our Amici Damnatorum. For blood and glory. The other vampires raise their fists and hiss in agreement. Until next time.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a lot.
Cool. Well, I can say at least congratulations on your first level up of the campaign. All right, it is 12:20 in the AM in Tampa, and we are going to go the fuck to bed. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and we will catch you next time on the next episode of Exhaustion Levels Dance Dance Insurrection. Bye, everyone. Bye.
See you guys.